Moksha means essentially freedom from the cycle of birth and rebirth. Now, if you don't believe in the principle of reincarnation, just have an open mind regarding this concept. So this concept you can explore in your personal yoga practice. And sometimes when you explore this in your personal yoga practice, there will be certain revelations that you will receive in your meditation practice, which is an experiential fact that you have gained because of your own meditation practice. So if you have not believed in reincarnation before, you'll suddenly find that you are now embracing the principle of reincarnation based on a vision that you had in your meditation, or a spiritual dream that you had, showing your past life, showing the principle that rebirth and birth actually exist. So moksha means essentially the freedom from birth and rebirth, which is the final beatitude of the yoga journey, the yoga path. So moksha in this life is the ultimate place that you want to reach in your yoga practice. And we'll keep talking about this aspect of our yoga practice. But the essence of moksha means that if you have a choice, and some people actually will argue both sides of the coin. If you have a choice, and ask people, if you have a choice, would you like to be born again? Some people say, yes, I would love to be born again. I would love to be born in so-and-so family, in so-and-so educational system, in so-and-so country. So they actually would love to experience their life all over again. So from the yogic perspective, that's a choice that they're making. That's a karmic choice that people make, that they want to be born again. And there are certain yogis that say, I do not want to be born again. This life has been good, not so good, and if I have a choice, I'd rather go to a place of not existing in this physical body again, which is the yogic principle of moksha. And so that's again a very relative concept in different people's minds, where some people want to be reborn, some people don't want to be reborn, and that's totally a choice that you make. Now, do we make a choice to be born in a certain kind of environment? And the answer is yes, because of what we talked about earlier today, the prarabdha karma. The karma that you've gained in this life will dictate what kind of life you will inherit in your next life, the kind of family that you'll inherit, the kind of social structure that you'll inherit, the kind of educational system, the country that you're going to be born in. All this is determined by your prarabdha karma. All the karma that you've accumulated not only in this life, but in all your previous lives. So the sum total of all your lives is kind of like an evolution process. So you get on a metro and you go from station A to station B to station C to station D. You're choosing your route. So station A to station D, you might have to change at maybe 2 different metro stations. So you're changing different metros. You're changing your journey. Your aspect of your journey is changing. So because the aspect of your journey is changing, that's the journey of human life as well, where you will keep changing your direction based on your karma and based on how you're living your life every single day. That aspect will either take you towards moksha or liberation, or take you away from liberation, whether you're following material success or whether you want to follow spiritual success. And ultimately it's about finding a balance between your material and your spiritual success, where you'll be able to maybe achieve moksha in this lifetime or not. So those are conscious and sometimes unconscious choices that we're making with our lives, and the karma that we're inheriting and accumulating based on your prarabdha, your previous lifetimes, and creating karma for this lifetime, which will take you closer to your goal or further away from your goal. And sometimes people even will not actually be even exposed for the entire life to the concept of liberation. So you can spend 90 or 100 years of your life and not even address the principle of moksha. And people will live 90 years of their life and not even think about that they actually have to free themselves from the cycle of birth and rebirth. And if you look around, you'll find there are a lot of people who actually are not aware of the fact of this liberation principle, which is a very prominent fact in the yoga practice.